So one of the ways I love to connect with God is through nature. For me, there's just something about fresh air, just looking at the trees, at the blue sky, or the ocean, the mountains, rivers. It's just, if I ever just want to just re-establish my connection with God, just focusing on taking in these sights and nature, but being aware of God and focusing my attention and my thoughts and my emotions on God, wow, it just does something. And it's just one of the best forms of just getting recalibrated back with God that I find. If you look in Psalms 19, it says, "The heavens proclaim the glory of God. The skies display his craftsmanship. Day after day they continue to speak. Night after night they make him known. They speak without a sound or a word. Their voice is never heard, yet their message has gone throughout the earth, and their words to all the world." I feel like that passage really just sort of put some words to that connection we feel with God. And I feel like even people that maybe don't believe in God or don't even know God, they don't even realizing that they're connecting with him when they enjoy nature and they just come out and enjoy his creation. That's what it really is about, actually. It's enjoying what he has created, and you feel that connection with him. It's just like imagine if a chef in a restaurant makes this beautiful dish, and he comes out and he sees everyone talking about how amazing this food is, and it's like, wow, this food is amazing, it tastes so great, and the chef is just seeing everyone enjoying his food and how much pleasure it's giving them. And it's actually glorifying him, not in a worshipping way, but it's basically when we enjoy nature, it's actually like an act of worship. It's an act of glorifying God. It's saying, God, wow, your creation is amazing. And it's also interesting, in the book of Romans, the Apostle Paul writes, "For ever since the world was created, people have seen the earth and the sky. Though through everything God made, they can clearly see his invisible qualities, his eternal power and divine nature." So the Apostle Paul is actually saying, we actually see proof of the existence of God, and we see qualities of his nature and his power in how amazing creation is. I had a friend who went on a random snow trip to Japan not long ago. He booked it last minute with a friend, and they just found themselves over there a week later. And he said he had this moment where he was just on top of one of the mountain slopes, filled with all this fresh powder, and there was all these tall trees in perfect rows, and they had just been dropped off at the top of the mountain. They were snowboarding their way down. And he said he had this moment where he just stopped and he was just looking up at the trees, at the perfect alignment of the trees, and then the sun rays coming through from the sunrise over the top of the mountain, reflecting off the snow. And he said it actually just reduced him to tears. He goes, he just started crying, just taking this all in. And I was just thinking about that afterwards, and I was like, wow, if something, for something to just be just mere chance, how can it result in a human being crying and feeling such impact from what they're taking in that it reduces them to tears, if it was just some accident that happened, I really believe the reason why people can get so impacted just by taking in nature is because it carries the invisible qualities of God, just like the Bible says. And yeah, look, I know, nature might not be for everyone. There's plenty of different ways that you can connect with God, but I just know for me, just getting outside and just connecting with nature, wow, there's just something so refreshing and so revitalizing about it. But yeah, just wanted to share those quick thoughts with you. Hope you're having a good day or night, evening, wherever you're watching from, and I'll see you guys on the next one.